Good morning. Welcome. We have a lot of folks joining this morning. Good morning to everyone from US and Canada in this time zone. Good afternoon. We have folks joining from Manchester, UK, from a meet and greet that's happening. Welcome. We also wanted to wish everybody a early good morning for everybody that's waking up super early today from Australia and New Zealand. Thank you for joining us. But we're really excited this morning. It's one of those mornings I woke up beaming with joy, and we're really excited to have you all here today. So we've been talking about these secrets on Facebook the last few days, and it's been really a lot of fun, reading all the posts with people guessing what we're launching. With people talking about a Cricut Cutie that's going to be on sale, a new cuddle bug. I guess a lot of folks didn't know that I was male, so people are guessing that our secret is Ashish is pregnant. And I guess that's not happening. We had a lot of guesses about software. So 2020 is going to be a year of a lot of software features and launches. Today we're not going to talk about software. We'll talk about those in the coming weeks and months. We are really excited today that we are launching our next most personal cutting machine. Our teams have done an incredible job, in innovation and launching features that even surpass some of the things that we were able to do today. And before I show you that, let me just give you some quick background into what went into the design of making this next product. We know from all of you that you love the precision and the polish that our machines cut with. We wanted to make sure that this next machine gives you the same level of precision. We also know that you love cutting a variety of materials and love the versatility of projects that you can do. So we took the 50 most commonly used materials that you cut, and again wanted to make sure that this machine can do that and better. But that was not it. Right? We had to go far beyond that. That's what innovation is all about. So one thing that we often wonder is that what would it take? I love using our machines, but I wish I was using them more often. But there's just a lot of steps in getting to that point. So for example, my machine's on the second shelf in my home, and every time I have to use it, I have to bring it out, power it up, plug the cord, get my mats out, remove the mat cover, just a lot of steps on the way. We wanted to simplify that. We wanted to eliminate most of the steps and make it really easy. There are times when I want to use my machine in my kitchen or my living room, and sometimes even take it with me. And it's really hard to lug, the Cricut Explorer or the Cricut Maker with me all the time. And even when I get started sometimes, and if I was to cut like 3 or 4 mats worth of material, I just don't have the time to hover next to the machine and just kind of keep feeding in mat by mat. So those are some of the things that we are thinking about when we are designing our next product. The last thing I want to talk about is the ease of use. I'm really proud that over the last few years, we have made major strides in design space and with our machines to make them simple. But we wanted to go far beyond that. We wanted to make this next machine even easier than it's ever been. So give you a lot of powerful features so that you can use it, and yet make it simple enough that everybody, you and your family, can use it as well. So I'm really excited this morning to show you something that we've been working very hard for the last many years. It gives me great joy to introduce our next cutting machine, our most personal cutting machine. And we're calling it, rightfully so, the Cricut Joy. I have it sitting right here with me. Let me show it to you. And here it is. This is Cricut Joy. It's really small. Let me show you how small it is. I'm just putting it right next to the others. It's like a quarter, like 25% of these other machines. Just to give you a sense of the weight, it's like holding 2 coffee mugs in your hand and walking from room to room, taking them with you. Let me talk to the design. So again, I hope people can see it on the camera. Is everybody loving the design? Excellent, excellent. Well, it's got a really nice, clean finish. It's got a teal color with a glossy front. And let me show you the back. My team gives me a hard time. The back looks super awesome too. I'm just gonna keep rotating. Just really, really, really simple. We have packed a lot of technology in this tiny little, beautiful, awesome machine. This is Cricut Joy. Let me open it up. As you can see, there are actually no buttons on this machine. Everything is super simple. It works with Design Space with the current apps on your PC, Mac, iOS, and Android. And it is wireless. That means it only cuts over Bluetooth. I actually opened the lid, but let me just show you. It's got a little magnetic feel to it. So I opened the lid. Just nice and crisp. Inside, let me take this out. It's got this little carriage. So if you notice from my existing machines, the carriage is pretty heavy with a lot of motors and technology. We moved all that off the carriage. It's a very simple, nice little carriage. And I can just open up the clamp, remove the blade, and put it right back in. This machine has tons of great innovations and tons of new features. And I and my team are super excited to walk you through some of these features. I'm going to take you to 3 different rooms to talk about many of the innovations that we are launching with Cricut Joy. I first want to show you a quick marketing video for you to enjoy Cricut Joy. Hi, Courtney. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Are you excited?
I am very excited.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to put my Cricut Joy right here. I can put it everywhere now. So the first thing we're really excited about is that we are launching with Cricut Joy is that we have given the ability to cut without a mat. So now you can cut up to 20 feet. You heard me right. 20 feet of vinyl without a mat. And you can cut every image up to about 4 feet. And we're going to show you some of the things, and Courtney's going to walk us through some of the awesome features that this new machine has, Cricut Joy.
That's right. So in order to cut these longer lengths, we had to basically redesign the machine and redesign the material to make smart materials.
Yep.
And so as you said, we can cut things up to 4 to 20 feet. So what we mean by that is you can cut one image up to 4 feet, one continuous design. So we can go ahead and take a look at this one. So this is one continuous image that is 4 feet long.
And you could not do this with the current machines today.
No, because you have to use a mat.
Yep.
And our mats are only up to 24 inches. So we're gonna go ahead and put this away. And then you can also do repeated cuts up to 20 feet. So Ashish, I have a question for you. How tall is a giraffe?
Oh, you're testing me.
I am testing you.
An average giraffe is about, I think, 20 feet tall.
Okay.
Very conveniently for us.
Very conveniently. So just for you, we created this repeating pattern. So originally it was about 4 inches long. And then we just repeated it about 60 times. Go ahead, keep unrolling it. Keep going. Yep, more. You can keep going.
Magic.
Yeah. It's not even coming out of a sleeve that I don't have on my arm right now.
That's a lot of feet.
More. Keep going. Going and going and going
Imagine,
and
you
going.
could do like 500 designs and just keep cutting. If I could stop talking.
Anyway, and it's really easy to weed as well. And so we really had a fun time cutting this out.
Awesome. Well, let me put this 20 feet of awesomeness right here.
And so you really could not do that before on our other machines.
Yeah. What kind of materials come in this new smart category?
Yeah, so our smart materials come in the vinyl. We also have iron-on. We have smart labels, which we'll get into a little bit later. And all of those you can cut without having to use a mat.
And let's talk about these.
So these are some of our vinyl. So this one is a 10-foot roll, and we have our 20-foot roll. So there's a lot of different projects that you can make with just either one of these boxes of vinyl.
Awesome. Well, I think everybody is really excited to see how this works.
So let's show them. Okay, so I have my roll, my 4-foot roll here. And I have a design already loaded onto my mat. Well, not my mat preview, which is just the cut preview. So just using my same Design Space app that I have, I'm going to go ahead and choose my material setting, which is my smart vinyl. And it shows me my length here. And you can see that this is blinking now.
Yep.
And this means that it's ready to go. And this is so easy to do that I don't even have to be in front of it. I can do it backwards.
Now what just happened?
So the rollers, there's actually a sensor there.
Yeah.
And so it senses once the material is there, and it grabs a hold of it and it pulls it in for you. And now it's rolling through all of your material, and it's actually measuring the length. So, and this is the best part, because I would hate to design something and have it go cutting all the way through, and then at the end I run out of material and my design is ruined because I didn't have enough.
It's a cutting machine genius. It even measures your materials.
Yes, smart material, smart machine.
I love it. Love it.
So now that it's done measuring, all I have to do is press go in the software. And it's going to start cutting. And while it's doing that, I want to walk you through some of the amazing projects that we have in this room.
I love it. Let's do it.
So first and foremost is this family established sign. I absolutely love this sign. And the best part about this sign is it's so big. If you look at this sign and at the machine, it'd be really hard for someone who hasn't seen it in action to kind of know that such a big sign came from such a little machine.
Yeah.
All of this was cut on one piece of vinyl in one sitting, right?
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How long did it take you for you to cut the giraffe pattern on 20 feet?
It took a little bit, but it really only took me 60 seconds to load it in, let it go. I walked away, and I didn't have to worry about it. So it was really easy.
Love it.
And because I didn't have to do mat after mat, I didn't have to wait for it. I could do something else that I needed to do that day.
That's great. So can this little machine do like big projects? Can you show some other big projects that you've done?
So if you turn just the other side of you, you'll see this growth chart here. And so that was done on one piece of vinyl. Those are really popular right now. Also this pillow that's behind you. This is done with the smart iron-on. And so really easy, all these different colors. Just put the material in. You don't even have to worry about changing mats for different colors. So simple, so easy. Let's also look at this one. I love this one actually. So we've got this shirt.
Is like, what size shirt is this?
This is a triple XL shirt.
Okay.
Right? And so you have these words in big letters, right? And this machine can cut about 4.5 inches wide and then up to 20 feet long. And so this iron-on was cut in one go. But it doesn't have to stop there, right?
Keeps getting bigger.
It's getting bigger and better. And so again, this is just a really good representation of a big project, lots of material there.
Yeah.
Done with such a small machine.
Yeah. So a small machine can do big things, right?
Exactly. But it can also still do small things too.
Yeah.
Like scraps. I have a giant bin of scraps at home. If you guys do as well, because I know some of you do, probably hidden in a corner like mine is. If you do, give us a like. I have this giant bin of scraps. And so because not all of them are smart materials, because they're from previous projects, materials I've used with my other machines, if I want to do something really quick, really small, for say like this mug, or for instance, these water bottles, something I want to use up the scraps for, right? All I have to do.
This is one of the things I love doing.
Yeah,
right?
these are so
everybody's
fun.
Like out of plastic bottles, they're all using water bottles, and you can personalize them now.
Exactly. Great way to add a little touch of yourself to it. So you can also still use mats with this machine. And that's how you'll cut some other different materials.
And this is a new format, right? Which is, it's a smaller width.
Yep, smaller width, but We have this 6-inch mat, and then we also have a 12-inch mat.
And that one comes with the machine?
This one comes with the machine.
Excellent. So, again, we wanted to talk about this 20-foot cutting on smart materials. We showed you smart vinyl. I'm going to move to the next room. Courtney, this is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to take my machine with me because I can. Hi, Anna Rose.
Hi, Ashish.
How are you?
Good.
Well, this is another one of the innovations that we're launching. And I love cutting cards, but I'm not very good at it, right? So what we wanted to do is we wanted to simplify card making. We wanted to make it easier, better, faster, so that even I can do it in like a couple of minutes.
And we succeeded because if you can believe it, Ashish, can you believe that we created this card in under 2 minutes?
What you're about to say, if Ashish can do it, everybody can.
I didn't want to say that, but since you did.
Okay, well, talk about this.
So, can you believe we made this in 2 minutes?
I
want
totally
to show
believe
you.
that.
I want to show you how we did it. So, the star of the show is this Cricut insert card mat. Now, this is different from our other mats because of the way it's designed. So, I'm going to show you. You remove this liner, and then this is where the magic happens. Do you see that there are 2 different layers? So you take a folded card,
And
you
this is
slide
pre-folded, right?
pre-folded card, you slide it on. So do you see how it went underneath the mat?
Yeah.
Okay, I fold it over and stick it in place. So now when I insert
And the
this
sticky side, the sticky side is on the top, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Because when I insert this into the machine is now going to cut or draw, or both, on the front of the card, just the front of the card. And look at that. Just while we were talking, it finished.
Yeah, and while you do that, when I first saw this, I was like, this is design genius.
It really
right?
was.
We have filed so many patents on it. This is awesome.
This is going to change your life when it comes to card making. And I have a fun story, but I want to show you this first. So we're just going to pull this off. Okay, see what it left behind? Left the negative behind. Now all you do, take an insert, slip it conveniently into the corners. No mess, no glue, and in under 2 minutes, now, let me get that last corner, you have a finished card. Look how cool this is. So I've been beta testing this, Ashish, and I have to tell you, it's saved my bacon a lot of times.
I love hearing that story every time you say it.
Save my bacon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Well, it is a breakfast story because my daughter was eating breakfast and she said, Mom, my teacher's birthday is today and I don't have anything to give her. Okay, calm down. Before she was done eating her breakfast, I had cut out a card for her to sign and take to school that day. So simple, so easy.
You're like super mom.
Sure. I mean, Cricut has helped me be super mom.
Yeah.
But the reason why this was so fast and so easy, not only did we invent this cool new mat, but now we have a whole line of insert card kits. And these kits they come in a lot of different colors, and the colors are coordinated so that you don't even have to worry about that.
And I want to make sure people understand what comes in these insert card kits.
Sure. So you get the card, you get the insert. I already put it inside. You get the card, you get the insert, and you get the envelope. The envelope for sure is the hardest part of making a handmade card, right?
Yeah. And honestly, this is what I love about the insert card mats and the insert cards, is that I used to have to cut paper, then I had to fold it, then I had to use glue, make the envelope, and by the time I was done, my card just looked blah. And I can make great cards now.
Yes, you can, Ashish. And I want to call out one more thing. The machine can draw and cut. So the pens have been specially designed to fit in the machine. And look at those fun details that it was able to draw on the front of the card. You can draw on the front and you can draw on the inside.
Love it. Love it. Well, thanks, Anna Rose. I appreciate it. We're going to go into the next room and we're going to show you one more feature. I'm going to take my Cricut Joy with me. So I'm going to put my Cricut Joy right here because I can.
That's right.
Hi, Alan.
How are you, Ashish?
So, Alan, Anna Rose and Courtney talked about the ability to cut without a mat. up to 20 feet, 4-foot images. And Anna Rose just dazzled everybody. I could see people, sending hearts with the insert card mats.
Yeah.
So you have a really hard act to follow, my friend.
You're right, but I think I can do it. We are today introducing Smart Labels. This is Smart Label vinyl, and it's a vinyl with a special coating so you can write directly on the material. And so you draw, you cut, and you place without even using transfer tape. Makes making labels so simple. So I mentioned drawing, and we haven't showed people this yet, so I want to make sure we show them. It is incredibly simple to switch out your blade and your pen now. There's just one spot to put your tool, and so you take out your blade, and then your pen is designed to fit right in that spot. You just drop it in, shut it, and you've switched tools.
And there's no pen adapter, nothing of that.
No adapter, no clicking it in, no being unsure of if it's in or not.
I love it.
It's so simple.
So I've known about this product, but every time I hear anybody talk about it, I'm like jazzed up.
It's awesome. So today I'm labeling and organizing my kitchen. I have 5 kids, and I'm sick of them bringing me the flour when I ask for the powdered sugar. So we're fixing that today.
My wife has the same problem with me.
Yeah, right? So this will be great. So I want to show you just how easy it is to apply. So I've got my granola label that I drew and cut on the Cricut Joy. And now it already has adhesive on the back. So I just peel it off and place it on my container. And there it is. It's done. Awesome. I cut and drew 20 labels on one piece of vinyl. So I could set it, forget it, and come back and I'm ready to organize my entire kitchen.
And you have some projects that you want to show here as well.
That's right. It's really not just about organization. We've got, my wife and I both love to make homemade gifts for our neighbors around the holiday times. And with label vinyl, it's so easy to make something to give to your neighbors, but really have that personal flair that makes it yours. We also have Smart Label paper, which is a craft paper material. Same principle, you stick it in the machine, no mat necessary, it draws, and the adhesive's already on there so you can stick it on your projects right away.
Well, I think you did an awesome job. This is really awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Alan. I'm going to leave my Cricut Joy right here on
Perfect.
your shelf. Come right back for it. So for those of you who are joining us late, I just want to say thank you for coming. We talked about our new innovation, our most personal cutting machine, Cricut Joy. We talked a lot about the features. We showed you how you can cut vinyl without a mat up to 20 feet, 4-foot images, and we're launching a variety of smart materials with that. We talked about insert cards that makes card making really simple, that you can actually make professional looking cards in less than a couple of minutes. And then we talked about smart labels. And, and these are just some of the things today that we highlighted, but there's a lot of awesome stuff, a lot of amazing features in this very simple, easy to use, compact machine. As we said earlier today, we designed this machine not only to give you all the versatility you come to enjoy with our current machines, but also, made it easy enough so that everybody in your family and you could use it all the time. Take it with you. We are really excited about this product launching. I know there's been a lot of questions about when the product will be, when Cricut Joy will be in retail. We're going to be launching it on March 1st in most of our retail partners. So you'll have it on the shelf in those days. Again, we're really excited about Cricut Joy and hope, you get to enjoy it as well and, have as much fun as we did in making Cricut Joy. And once again, thank you for joining us this morning and have a wonderful day. Goodbye from Cricut.